What's going on? Good afternoon or good evening on this Tuesday. I mean the nights are long, right? Hope all is well with y'all. Hope y'all had a good day today. So I'm coming on here today to discuss two things, right? I'm coming here as your big bro, your big brother, your uncle, your older cousin, you know. And the two things I want to discuss is discernment and red flags. And I'm gonna use my own, life experiences. I've been around. What I'm saying, 5 decades plus. So I know a little bit. So prior to my awakening, I've always, had the gift of discernment. But prior to my awakening, I wouldn't listen to my discernment. I wouldn't take heed, as it relates to a lot of stuff, um, dates and whatnot. And had I listened to my discernment, it would have kept me from a lot of bad situations, a lot of trauma. I remember a person I was dating in 2010. I met them actually in May, and in May I had discerned that this ain't the right fit for me. This ain't right. So I ghosted the person. What I'm saying, I cut sling low. That was it. And July that same year, I purchased my first home. And then late September, I started feeling lonely in this big house and all by myself. And I thought about that person that I met back in May. And I'm like, you know what? That could have been the one. They could have been right here with me in this house. I didn't think about, the discernment and what led me to ghost them. I just thought about present day, how I was feeling lonely and all that. And I messed around and called them up. In mid-October, that person was living with me. And although we broke up May of the following year, 2011, 2013, mind you now, I'm gonna back up. Middle of October, they living with me. November, I bought them a car. We broke up in May, and I decided to leave, let the car stay with them. As long as they made the payments, they take over the payments, which they did for the next 2 years. They took over the payment. They was good at paying. You know what I'm saying? They would send me. I forgot how they sent it to me, but I forgot how. I don't know if they mailed me money or what, but they was paying it. 2013 came. The end of 2013, I seen pay. They wasn't sending me payments. They weren't making payments, and they was ignoring my calls and all this. And they put me in a situation. I had to. They basically started hiding the car, and before that, they had got into 2 car accidents in the car. Now the car's in my name. The only thing, the insurance, they were on my insurance, but the car's in my name, right? So the second accident they got into, they had a rental car. They wrecked the rental car. Not Enterprise suing me. We broke up now. And 3 people had told me around the breakup time that I need to take the car back. But I didn't want to listen, My heart was still like in love, kind of, even though I the one broke it off. But see, like ignoring my discernment cost me a lot of money, because this same person in 2013, they stole my identity. I did a video about my identity being stolen. I believe they stole my identity, and they was racking up bills and getting cell phones and cable and everything on my name and stuff. And sent me through a lot. So all because I ignored the discernment gift that I have, that I discerned another person that I started dating. I met them summer of last year, 2023. We didn't start seeing each other until, I'm going to say, the end of September, beginning of October of that same year. And it was short-lived. I mean, we dated for maybe 3 months, close to 4. But back in summer when I met them, my discernment kicked in. My discernment was like, you know what? This person is a gold digger. I felt it. I didn't say it like I'm saying it now, but I felt it. from the conversation, this is a gold digger person right here. You don't want this. And then fast forward 2-3 months later, I seen them on social media. They was in town and I contacted them. Sure enough, this was a gold digger person. But I didn't listen to my discernment. Had I listened, that would have kept me out of a lot of trouble, saved me a lot of money. So we have this gift of discernment, y'all. And we don't listen to it because, that person, she or he may be fine and they, everything we would like in a person, but we discern that they ain't it. And we like, nah, I'm gonna take my chances, because this is what you like. What we're doing, we have our spiritual self, which is our true self, right? And then we have what's called our flesh. And we allow our flesh and our fleshly desires to supersede what is right, what we're discerning. So our flesh is leading the way. We need to take over. We need to lead and not not be led by our flesh. What we see, he fine, she fine, da da da. But little do you know, yeah, you see a fine, attractive person, but it's what's on the inside. Their hearts might be ugly. They spirits, they may got demonic spirits in them. They got nasty ways. They're opportunists. They see you dress nice and they see you wearing labels. They want money. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta listen to our discernment. I didn't used to listen to my discernment. I do now all the time. But in the past, I did not. All right? So now you could probably, both of these kind of go hand in hand. Now I'm going into red flags. We see them red flags. And because, like I said with the discernment, he fine, she fine. And we ignore the red flags. Now, as it pertains to the red flags, that can be with someone you're pursuing, like a man or female. That could be red flags with your friends. Hell, it could be even with your siblings. I've experienced all three, and I ignored the red flags. One of my pet peeves. Oh, this is my pet peeve. Now, the disclaimer. You may not know this person's financial situation, right? So if you already know that this person is financially not capable, then it is what it is. But if you go in and you're not really knowing their financial situation, right? Okay, and you're going out on a date, and it's understood that you are paying for the date. You paying. It's on you. Even if it's on you and it's understood, if this person don't offer to pay the tip, that's a red flag. If this person, they may not offer to pay the valet, but if they don't offer to tip the valet versus you, that's like $1, $2. Depends on where you at or whatever, how deep your pockets is. That's a red flag. I think so. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, if, it's known that I'm going to pay for this date and they offer to lead a tip, I may not show it, but in my mind, like, yeah, I'm happy. I'm smiling in my mind. Okay, yeah, this is a good one right here. Because they offered it. Because I may be like, nah, I'm good. More than likely me, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I got it. But my mom like, yeah, okay. They offer to lead a tip. But they don't offer to lead a tip. Man, I don't even know about that one. If you out, let's say you out with friends, and let's say y'all going on a long drive. You go, maybe it's like a 5-hour drive somewhere. You going to the casino or wherever the place. Now they may or may not offer to help drive. That's different. But if they don't offer to put gas in the car, to me that's a red flag. Now, you may not get that from your siblings. Because I look at siblings. You know how you have your broke best friends? That be like your kids. Yeah, I'm out with my broke best friends again. Your kids, your children. I look at siblings like that. But if like someone you may be dating or your friends, and they don't offer, I'm going to fill up going back, And you be like, nah, I'm good and all. But in your inside, because they offer, you smile like, okay, yeah. But if they don't offer, I don't know about that one. You know what I'm saying? Family. Me and my sibling, we went to a wedding, and I was living in Alabama at the time, and the wedding was in Destin, like a 5 hour, 5.5 hour drive. You know, Huntsville is up there by Tennessee. Destin is down towards Florida at the end by the Gulf Shores. So my sibling, instead of flying into Atlanta or flying directly into Destin, she flew into Alabama because she wanted to ride with me, and it's fine, whatever. But this sibling, she didn't offer to help drive, which was cool. She didn't offer to put gas in the car. The room was paid for. She didn't offer to leave a credit card for the incidentals. You're gonna get that back, you know. And then the icing on the cake was that first night we went out to eat, and we went to a seafood place. You know, when you at a resort, we there in July. That's peak season. For one person, like $65, $70 for one person, and she was under pressure. And I was gonna pay for her, and it's my sibling. I'm like, oh, hold on. It was a lot of red flags right here, you know. And this person make more money than me, you know what I'm saying? 6 figures, like a lot more. But some people, I don't care how much money they make. If they see opportunity, they can spend your money and not their money, they're going to spend your money. That's a very inconsiderate person, knowing I done paid all this money for this room for 3 nights during peak season on a resort, and you don't offer nothing? So that's a red flag. So I ain't gonna be with y'all long. I'm just saying, when these red flags and this discernment, y'all need to take heed. It's gonna save you a lot of trouble and a lot of money, a lot of heartache. All right.